Good morning, everyone, and this is Pat with Empowering by Design with a daily oracle card reading and message for the 2nd of April, and it is Saturday, so that means we're going to hear from the fairies today. Now, I'm hoping that this gets uploaded okay. I did make a video yesterday, but was having some connection issues, some technical problems, so we'll ask Archangel Michael to oversee it, and hopefully we will not have any other technical problems for today. So let's first call on the magical messages from the fairies deck for today for all of you and see what message they have for all of us here in the YouTube community. Call upon the fairies. We certainly have plenty of natural elements in our view screen today. Fairies, what would you like us to know? What is your message for us today on this lovely Saturday? Oh, okay. The card that came out from the magical fairies is Express Your Individuality. And this card says, allow your true self to shine because you are awesome. And look at that, a fairy with the big, beautiful wings staring up at the moon and the red hat and the purple dress. She is really just in her element. And the card's message kind of speaks to, in whatever way, you know, whether it's your manner of dress, the way you wear your hair, the way you express yourself, it's a message that urges you to just be yourself because it's, you know, you are here to be you. And people get something from you that they don't necessarily get from somebody else. You know, they may admire your creativity and the way you present yourself, or they just might admire the way you express things or the funny way that you put things or something of that nature. But the card message is that it's really important to do that and to be who you are and in your individual expression of things. I'll read you a little bit from the booklet. It says, you worry too much about social acceptance. And, you know, I'll admit I've had that certainly go on in my life, especially for a lot of us out there who are, you know, doing these card readings. There's more and more of us, but when we get out into the mainstream, that is often a concern. I know there's, as I got into doing, you know, intuitive work and readings and things like that, I shared it with my friends, but I have to admit, I was also for a long time very careful about who I shared it with because we all have that fear of being rejected by, you know, people who are very mainstream thinkers or who, you know, aren't into that. But you know what happened is, as a result, I ended up having all the people who wanted to share about their experiences come to me. They'd say, oh, Patty, I know I can tell you about this because you won't think I'm weird or crazy. So ultimately down the road, working with the angels, they led me into avenues where my work was very well received. And I was never rejected or turned away for being strange or weird or what have you. And so that's a lot about what this card has to do with. And it's about being true to yourself and not, you know, putting on a false air to get other people's approval. You know, in a sense, it's a little bit about coming out of the spiritual closet or coming out of whatever closet you've put yourself in. And it's also about not worrying about so much about pleasing everybody else. You know, it's important for you to be yourself. You don't have to be, many of us do a lot of things to accommodate and please other people. And there's a difference between being of service and doing things always to accommodate and please other people. So this card urges you to really be yourself, be true to yourself, because that's really important. And as I've heard quite often on these YouTube channel readers, you are that important. So let's see what the healing with the fairies messages have to say for us today. Okay. Oh. Ah, vacation. Look at the big, beautiful colors. That's a huge parrot on that card. And that card is as self-explanatory as it comes. It's time for a little vacation. It's time for a little getaway, a bit of a treat. It's maybe time to plan one, maybe time to think ahead and start planning a fun summer vacation for yourself. Plan some time to take off where you're not, having to get away from it all. And or to think of your favorite vacation, or it could mean that one is very imminent, that you're about to go on a vacation, and to remember to call on the angels and fairies to help you. But in any case, it's an urging to take one if you haven't taken one in a long time. Give yourself permission to take a vacation. If you've been working very hard, sometimes all this manifesting stuff, it's wonderful, and I love and am thrilled and am very inspired by working with it. But we all need to take a little vacation where we just, relax, unwind, get away from our household, get away from thinking about it. So anyways, that is our message for today, everyone. Have a lovely weekend, and I look forward to speaking with you again soon.